Hey guys, it's Najam and this is the Roxio Gamecapture HD Pro. The Gamecapture HD Pro is a USB capture card that allows you to record gameplay footage from your consoles or your PC in HD. This is the first capture card from Roxio that records in HD. Now right off the bat you can see that this records your HDMI and component cables. The good thing is that all the ports are built into the body, and if you're using component cables then it can look a little messy because they're bulky and stuff, but recording HDMI is just like any other capture card. This does support HDCP, so if you want to record your PS3 then you will still have to use the components cables instead of the HDMI. After you got it set up, which is really simple, you will need to install a software that comes with the capture card. This is important because the device doesn't work with anything else like OBS. The quality is amazing though. This capture card records in 1080p at 30 fps or 60i and 720p or below, all at 60 fps. The thing I don't understand is the max bitrate you can record at is 15 megabytes a second, and it's not supposed to look good, but it does. Somehow 15 megabytes a second from this card looks really good. Now don't get confused, 15 megabytes a second is really low for game footage, but this looks fine. Okay, moving on to the design. This thing is designed really well. It has a really nice design on it and I like it. Just like the Elgato, this is powered by a single USB port. It gets all the power it needs from the USB port that you will also use for capturing or live streaming your game footage. In my opinion, the software is a mess. Of course you can use it and it has nice features, but it's just slow, buggy, and is simply a pain to use. To back that up, it doesn't let me live stream to Twitch, it just keeps crashing. To be honest, the setup might be pretty simple and straightforward, but the capture card isn't. If you want to just play and not capture, then that's a big issue. You can't simply power it with USB and assume it'll work, because it just won't. You're gonna have to keep your PC on and this capture card plugged in if you want to see the signal. However, you could use a splitter and sort of get away with it, but you shouldn't even have to put up with all of this. The footage is a little blocky when recording in 15 megabytes a second. I believe it's my PC, it couldn't handle the transfer rate, so if you have this problem, just lower the bitrate and you should be fine. Now I record at 10 megabytes a second, which is fine for YouTube videos and streaming. Finally, the formats. Now I'm pretty sure you have heard other YouTubers saying the same thing. This records in .m2ts format. I'm okay with this, but it does double my post-production time and I have to convert it using Handbrake to MP4. I use Sony Vegas like most small YouTubers out there, and Vegas doesn't support M2TS format. Luckily you have the option to record in MP4, but it's a complete waste of time using the option. I've tried to record in MP4 and I wasn't happy at all. Most of the time the footage only comes with a portion of the audio. Sometimes it just deletes the file after it converts it. Yes, you heard me, this software is so bad it actually converts the footage after you finished recording. A window pops up ordering you to wait, and believe me, it takes really long. After the wait is over, the footage is either not found or is missing audio. Just record in .m2ts format and you won't have any of these problems. Okay, I've covered the pros and the cons, and I would recommend this capture card to anyone if you can get it for under £60. I don't think it's worth much more than that. However, this is a great capture card if you have a low-end PC, because it doesn't need the best specs to operate at its best. Just so you know, I used this with my laptop, which has an Intel i3 3217U dual-core processor, which is at 1.8 GHz, Intel HD graphics 4000 and 4 GB of RAM. The capture card is awesome, but the software is the issue. It is filled with problems. The capture card is not as good as an Elgato, but that does use more processor power, so take that into consideration. Anyways, if you have any questions then feel free to ask me in the comment section below, and I'll see you next time.